The structure of the cause and effect essay: introduction, body, conclusion. What's the format of the cause and effect essay? The essay is composed of 4 or 5 paragraphs. 1 paragraph for the introduction, 2 or 3 paragraphs for the body, 1 for the causes, and 1 or 2 for the effects. And finally, 1 paragraph for the conclusion. What are the components of the introduction? First, you can start by introducing the topic, then writing background information, justification showing the importance of the paper, outline of structure and order of ideas in the body, definition of key terms, and finally, the thesis statement and writer's purpose. Let's see a sample introduction on global warming. This is an introductory paragraph from an essay on global warming. First, it starts by introducing the topic. Recently, a catastrophic scientific phenomena began to appear and expand on Earth, putting the lives of many organisms together with their surroundings at risk. Then, justifying and showing the importance of the topic. In fact, this issue threatens the safety and balance of the whole planet and thus requires detailed research and fast reactions. Global warming, as scientists name it, is one crisis that has created a sense of horror between scientists in the last few centuries, as it places the lives and habitats of people at risk. Then, definition of key terms. Global warming is the rise in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere and oceans, which started in the late 19th century. Then, background information. According to a study conducted by the Institute for Polar and Marine Research, the annual global average temperatures could rise from anywhere between 3.4 and 4.2 degrees Celsius to 8 degrees Celsius, which is about 39 Fahrenheit. The 4-degree scenarios could be devastating on the biological balance and a variety of other global resources, and the world is already experiencing some of its destructive power. And citing the source, Massey 2010. Therefore, it's vital to study the definition of global warming to be able to understand this problem together with its causes and effects. And finally, thesis statement and writer's purpose. This paper seeks to analyze the reasons behind global warming, namely greenhouse gases, as well as global warming effects on living organisms and their environment. And the thesis statement mentioned in detail the causes and the effects. Sample of body paragraphs. What's a body paragraph? Each body paragraph should focus on one main idea, either 1 or 2 causes or 1 or 2 effects of the problem. Each paragraph should start by the topic sentence mentioning the main idea. Each main idea should be supported by evidence from research and academic articles such as statistics, examples, explanations, and definitions. Let's see a sample body paragraph from the same essay on global warming. Global warming is thought to have 2 major effects on living beings and their habitats, and this is the topic sentence of the paragraph. Then, you can introduce the first idea, which is the first effect. Statistically, a full 100% increase in the strength and duration of hurricanes has occurred since the late 1970s due to the increased emission of carbon dioxide. And then cite the source for near 2011. Then you can mention supporting evidence by statistics from reports. The National Climatic Data Center approximated the damages of such hurricanes to be nearly $100 billion, which reflect consequential economic dilemmas as residuals of global warming. Furthermore, powerful hurricanes automatically lead to the degradation of fertile land and the dehydration of its underground water, which signifies the upcoming of desertification. Again, cite the source of information for near 2011. Then, More explanation and examples on this first effect. As a result, the worldwide levels of agricultural outputs would greatly decrease, as the amount of suitable land for farming would now be much less. Accordingly, the insufficient food supplies would directly lead the organisms living on the degraded lands to migrate to other places where they can ensure sustainable levels of food. However, failure in migration may cause the extinction of certain species due to their inability of adapting to the environmental changes formed. Then, more supporting evidence. Using statistics from reports, researchers projected that a percentage of 15 to 37% of plants and animals face the risk of becoming extinct by the year 2050, which reflects how global warming affects biodiversity, and cite the source Massey 2010. Then, introduce idea 2 or effect 2. In addition to this, the increase in climate over time causes the polar ice caps to melt, which will lead to floods and tsunamis. The melting down of the poles will also raise the sea levels and desalinate its water, which directly affects the water supplies of the world. Cite the source Massey 2010. Therefore, it's required that fast solutions be implemented to avoid all those consequences. And this is evidence from a cited source. Then we move to the conclusion, which is the final part of your essay and needs to pull together all the main ideas. It should refer to the thesis. Thus, it may have some of the following features: a brief summary of the main ideas in the essay, comments on these ideas, predictions for future development of the topic, mentioning of further research that might be required to investigate this topic, and limitations of the paper and the work covered by your essay. Let's see a sample concluding paragraph. First, start by restating the topic and thesis statement. In conclusion, global warming is an environmental phenomena that puts the whole planet in jeopardy, hence highlighting the main causes and serious consequences of such a problem was vital for global survival. Then, summary of the causes and the effects. A general agreement among scientists is that the most destructive global warming effects might be prohibited by culminating global greenhouse gas emissions. According to studies, it's only a matter of time before extinctions, floods, tsunamis, famines, and droughts become the main concern for humanity, and thus fast and serious reactions are required. Then, finally, a warning or call for action. Unless an immediate action to address global warming and to find a solution for it is taken, these consequences will continue to intensify, grow ever more costly, and increasingly affect the entire planet, including families, children, animals, and plants. Now, select a topic and write your own essay. Best wishes.